as a reminder.
You've been doing so well, I retired the fly swat.
No, it's fine. Yeah, but it's 5:45, so plenty of time.
As a reminder.
There we go. There we go. All set now. So how was the rest of your day today, Jules?
It was great.
Oh, good.
I had the most beautiful nap in the world. And I feel alive now.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
I don't have to get up and go that I used to have
Right.
all the time.
You
Right.
went outside today.
But I went outside today.
Oh,
That was a treat.
that's good.
And I walked up and down the front driveway, which is slanted, so it
Yes.
gives me extra exercise.
Right, right.
But it was pleasant.
Good.
I mean, I've realized there's another world out there,
Yeah.
aside from the prison indoors.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you were talking about how often I was around the shul
Yeah.
before and after.
Yeah.
It reminded me that before I was retired and before Zoma got sick, I
Yeah.
was away all the time.
Right.
I was always out of town. It was
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey, Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Jonah. Well, Jules, before you continue, Mara, on my list, which is the shul list, we have your mother's yard site as tonight and tomorrow, not last night.
Interesting.
Yeah. So after Shabbat, we can do, you can tell me, maybe your mother died during the day and we listed it as at night, or vice versa for the.
Yeah, it was like at 5:30 or something. So I'm wondering if it was at the cusp.
Well, 5:30 would be nighttime, and maybe one yard site notice might still list that as yesterday, and our yard site notice would base it 5:30 as night, which is the next day, which is why we have it.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that and see, because what does that mean then?
All it means was when you had emailed me about your yard site, I was surprised because I hadn't seen it on the list, and then I saw today, because I was looking at what yard sites are going to be, what names am I going to read off tomorrow through the coming week, and there's your mother's name for tomorrow.
Yeah, now I see.
Okay.
So, I mean, you'll hear the Hebrew name tomorrow when I do the El Male at the end of the service, the memorial prayer, after Layman before the Kaddish. So,
okay,
you shouldn't be surprised.
I won't be. Thank you.
And then we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
and
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So Jonah, I'm on for tomorrow morning, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Co-host?
Thank
Yep.
you. Yes. So Jules, what were you going to say before you were saying that before you retired, and yes, that's right. You were going to miniature shows all the time.
And now I'm home all the time.
Right.
And I feel a kinship with everybody on Zoom.
Right. That's right.
It has a very positive effect.
It does, especially I would think that if one normally found it difficult to get out of the house and drive to shul, everybody now is equal as long as you have a computer or an iPad. You don't know if you can't tell if you're shut in or not because everybody is shut in.
But I don't know that it makes any difference. If they weren't shut in and we still had Zoom.
No, I know. I'm just saying that before COVID, people who were stuck in their house would feel perhaps second best by only connecting by Zoom because everybody else was going to shul. Now nobody's going to shul, and we're all shut-ins, but we're all able to be as a community with Zoom.
Maybe we can continue some Zoom stuff even after.
We will.
Yeah.
We absolutely.
Oh, yes, you have to, because
There's no question about that, Al. It's just a matter of to what extent. We certainly adult education is going to continue on Zoom for sure. It's a matter of figuring out about services, what we're going to do about that.
Is there a difference between the Zoom and the live streaming as far as what they say you're allowed to do on Shabbos?
Well, live stream is a little bit more acceptable to do on Shabbat because we have a camera set up in the sanctuary at shul, which is set up to a separate computer, and it is able to be programmed before Shabbat to turn on Friday night and Shabbat morning. So there's no work involved. It's like set on a timer, and it turns on and it turns off all by itself. So what we're doing with Zoom is a lot more hands-on, though with Zoom, you can have your meeting go for 24 hours so that I could turn this on before Shabbat, and then it would just be an ongoing meeting. People can leave it and then come back on, that kind of thing.
But somebody
do
doesn't
it, but
have to lift.
I couldn't turn on theoretically. If I not cared more, if I were more observant of these laws, I would not turn on this live stream by Zoom like I just did, because that for some would be violating Shabbat.
would we be able to take the Torah out?
Well, so that's a good question, Charlotte. I think we, according to my thinking, we can only do that if we're in the building.
Yeah, in the building. I mean, yeah.
Most likely too.
But if we're
We're
doing
in
a
the building.
combined in-person and Zoom service, then we would be taking the Torah out.
Oh, you
The
did?
question
How
would
much?
be, people coming on Zoom, can they
Did you really?
be equal participants with the people who are in the building?
They could. Oh, I see.
No, I'm saying that's a question.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
a
what,
question
that's
we
what, that's
haven't
why I'm
deci- I
asking.
haven't
That's
decided
exactly
yet.
why, that's exactly why I'm asking you the question, because I
Right.
realize if we can be in the building and
Right.
we can take the Torah out, can
Right.
we still have these people Zoom in at our service?
Right, yes, so zooming in is one thing, but then the question would be participating. Let's
Oh,
say,
that's another-
let's say
that's another
Charlotte,
question.
let's say one Shabbat, you don't come to shul, but you zoom in, but
Yes.
it happens to be a birthday or whatever, something happening in your
Yes,
life that
that's
you
what
want to have an
that's what-
aliyah. Could you
Yeah.
have an aliyah to the Torah if you're not in the building, but participating on Zoom? Which is an interesting question that that the religious committee and I will be discussing.
Hate to put it in your lap. But.
Hey, Ellie.
And
Hey,
Rabbi, we were
Rabbi.
talking the other day, what about, if people don't want to join a synagogue, all they have to do is find somebody who is doing live stream,
That's right.
and they could just
Yeah.
watch a service live stream for the holidays.
Right.
You have those people that just go to services just for the holidays.
Now, I'm imagining that post-COVID,
Yeah.
once everything is, free, where people can go back into the building again, I would imagine that the number of free things you can access on Zoom will diminish.
Oh, yeah.
So that if you wanted to access some synagogue service, you might have to request a password, and requesting the password might come with a fee.
Larry?
That's what I could imagine that some synagogues will
Yeah.
do in order to make up for all this stuff that's, or to prevent people from freeloading, let's say, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
You got the right word.
No, I agree with you.
And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean,
No, I know,
it's-
I realize that.
It-
At
it-
least
Right.
you're attending
People
services.
taking advantage of the
Right.
situation. I think it's a better way
So
to
they can
describe
see
it.
that we have a live stream and they'll watch our live stream instead of.
Right, that's right, that's right. Shabbat
Jules,
shalom, everybody.
Rabbi
Shabbat
Jules,
shalom.
That's right.
Jules was talking.
We were all talking.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello,
Hi, Ellie.
hello. I was just talking to Rita Friedman. She's doing pretty good.
I
Good.
spoke to Ami a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, I
that's
just spoke to her.
Good.
And she said she would help me if I needed her for phone calls. I said, okay.
That's
Where's
good.
Don?
Don Helfer was talking about that every single night this week.
I know because
I'm making my
he has
phone,
to-
I'm gonna
yeah.
make my phone
Yeah,
call.
yeah, he works for me.
Right.
That's right, Charlotte.
He works for me.
Shabbat
I
shalom,
know.
folks. It's good to
Shabbat
see
shalom.
people coming in. Paul, Sherry,
Yeah,
Saul, Mindy,
Hey, there's my friend
Miles.
Howard.
How you
Howard,
doing,
Fran.
Ellie?
Sylvia's trying to get
Sylvia
on.
is trying to get
I'm
in.
on. I'm on.
Oh, she's
I'm
on,
still-
okay.
She's on.
He's
I'm
on
around.
from New
Good.
York.
Video on.
She is on, but her video's not on. It's
Oh
good to see
no,
it.
what happened? I just lost everybody.
Rabbi,
Yes, Mara.
can I ask you a question? As a rule, are Jewish cemeteries closed on Shabbat?
Yes.
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 There's the one that I'm looking at. It says like this one is open every single day of the year during daylight hours, but the other one is closed.
Oh,
What
which
other-
one? What are you talking about?
It's Baltimore Hebrew Cemetery on Berryman's Lane,
Oh, yeah.
and so I was going to be there tomorrow, and now
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
see. I see. So you could, so I don't know. I,
If you could just walk
Question.
up to it.
Yes,
I
of
said,
course.
you know, I've never paid attention because I haven't walked by Judean Gardens on a Shabbat to
I haven't
know.
either.
But when I've been in there, I don't think it says it's closed on Shabbat. So there's a good chance that cemetery will be open tomorrow.
You know,
Yes, Carl.
yeah, it's interesting.
Hello?
One side, one gate is closed.
Hello?
As you're facing it, the
Oh.
left gate is closed, but you can drive in through the right. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess symbolically it's closed.
I guess so. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Carl. Thank you.
Interesting. That's Judean Gardens, Mara. So
Oh, okay.
you might want to, yeah, well, I would
see.
imagine it's closed for business on Shabbat. So,
Right.
So this isn't the business entrance anyway. So I
Uh-huh.
wonder.
right.
Yeah.
So
Go.
you'd be taking a chance, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Julian, what?
No, I was just telling her, just go ahead. She's not going to conduct any service. What's the difference?
Right. But you might get there and the gate's closed and you drive all that way.
go
and
in,
it's not-
yeah.
it's not
Jump
open.
the gate.
Jump the gate. That's right.
That's a jump to gate.
How many people
I like that one.
here have ever gotten locked into a cemetery?
Don't stay and he'll get you in.
Thank you.
We
No, but
got
this is
locked
up in Baltimore.
Everyone's hearing sound.
Oh, yes, your gate.
Stan's got connections everywhere. Right, Stan?
Hello, Stanley. All right, we're just about ready to start. The live stream has started. Let's give it a moment or two. Yeah, here comes
Oh, we have a
somebody
nice
else.
group.
And then I'm going to mute everybody. I know a few people have yard site. I know Ellie has yard site. Diane has yard site tonight. Yeah, one more person coming in, and then we'll get started.
Audrey's here. He's muted everybody.
I haven't muted you yet, Ellie. I still hear you.
I noticed.
All right, here we go. So now I'm muting all. And so there are two prayer books that I call pages from, the Shabbat Sim Shalom. We're going to start on page 14 tonight, or the red Lev Shalem. We're going to start on page 10. Yedi nefesh afarachaman mishoch avdach el retzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachave el mul hadarach Yerav lo yedidutach minofet suf vechotam hadur nae ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavatach Ana el narefana la beharot la noam zivach az titchazek vetitrape vehayetalach shivchat olam Vatigemu rachamecha vechusna al ben ohavach ki ze kama nichsof nichsaf lirot betiferet uzach Ana Eli Mahmad Libi Chushana Ve'al Titalam Higalena Ufros Chaviv Alai Et Sukat Shelomach Ta'ir eretz mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneni ki me'olam la 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 Jules pointed out or noted this poem that's on page 14 in the Sim Shalom, prayer by Ruth Bryn, who I've seen her name throughout this Siddur, and Jules pointed out that perhaps Ruth Bryn was a member of Sharei Tefillah years and years and years ago, which I was not aware of, but you can let me know or put in the chat or unmute yourself and say, yes, I remember her. Anyway, this prayer, a Sabbath prayer, Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. We continue on the next page, L'chuna Ranana. Lechu neranena ladonai nari aletzur yishenu nekad mafanav betoda bizmirot nari alo nekad mafanav betoda bizmirot nari alo Kiel gadol Adonai melech gadol kol Elohim asher b'olam mechirei haaretz. Arba'im shana kut bedor v'omar am toei levavheim veheim lo yadu derachai asher nishpati ve'api im yivarun el menuchati 13 and Lev Shalem 16 and Sim Shalom Shiru ladonai shir chadash Shiru ladonai kol haaretz Shiru ladonai baruch shemo Basru miyom leyom yeshuato sapru vagoyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umehulal me'od norahu Al kol Elohim ay ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim va'adonai shamayim asa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho havu ladonai mishpachot amim havu ladonai kavod va'oz Havu ladonai kevod shemo seu mincha uva'u lechatzrot havaya yishtachavu ladonai behadrat kodesh chilu mipanav kol haaretz imru vagoyim Adonai malach Afti kontevel baltimot yadin amim b'mesharim yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umlo yalo sadai V'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol atzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek ve'amim be'emunato lalai 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 Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu im rabim anam v'v'sviva. Yesh lefanat elef elef יבוא שכל בבשר מילה ואלוהים ישחררו לו כל אלוהים שמע וצעצועות הגנום יהודה. אוהבי אדוני שנאו רע שומר נפשות חסידיו מיד רשעים יצילם ורזרו על הצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה שמחו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו מזמור שירו לאדוני שיר חדש כי נפלאות עשה הושיע לו ימינו Uzeroa kodsho hodia Adonai Yeshuato le'enei hagoyim gilatzid kato Zachar chasto ve'amunato Leveit Israel ra'u cholav se'aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu hariu ladonai kol haaretz pitchu veranenu vezameru zamru ladonai bechinor vekol zimra b'chatzotzot vekol shofar hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai yiramayam umlo tevel veyoshveva naharotim chauchaf yachad harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel betzedek Veyamim b'meisharim la 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 Adonai malach higazu amim Yoshe kruvim tanu taret Moshe v'Aaron b'chanav v'shmakarishim Sayitalahem v'lokeim alalilotam Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We continue on page 20 in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, 21 in Lev Shalem. We rise if we can. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim Adonai al mayim rabim Kol Adonai ba'koach Kol Adonai behadar Kol Adonai shover arazim vayeshaber Adonai et arzei halvanon Vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon v'Sirion kemo ven re'emim Kol Adonai chotzev lavot eish Kol Adonai yachil midbar yachil Adonai midbar kadesh Kol Adonai yecholel hayalot Vayechasof ye'arot Uvehechalot kulo amer kavod kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. May be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi, pages 23 to 25 in the Lev Shalem, 21 and 22 in the Sim Shalom. Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor bedibur echad hishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'li'itila, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumi tzei mitacha hafecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, Vehu yachamol alaychem la. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitna ari Me'afar kumi, livshi bigdei, tifar techami, al yad ben yishai, beit halachmi, karva el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitareri, kiva orech kumiori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevoshi velo tikalmi, ma tishtochachi u'ma tehemi, bach yechesu aniyei ami, v'nivneta ir al tila. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. V'hayu limshisa shosayich, v'rachaku kol mevalayich, yasis alayich Elohayich, kimsos chatan al kala. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Yamin u'shmol tifrotzi, Piet Adonai ta'aritzi, al yad ish ben partzi, v'nismecha v'nagila. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzahala toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. May be seated, and we continue 27 and 28 in Lev Shalem, 23 in Sim Shalom. Mizmor, Mizmor, Shir, Shir Liom HaShabbat. Mizmor, Mizmor, Shir, Shir Liom HaShabbat. Tov Lado Ladonai. Tzadikat Amar Yifrach Ke'erez Balvanon Yizkeh Shetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Odianuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Ashar Adonai Tsuri Velo Avlatabo Adonai Malach Kulavesh Lavesh Adonai Osiros Avtekote Eidotecha nemnu meod Leveit Chana Vakodesh Adonai leorech yamim La 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 la. Mourner's Kaddish is on page 24 in the Sim Shalom or 30 in the Lev Shalem. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael B'agala v'zman karivim ru amen Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ol me'olmaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shloma rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May be seated. We've started the past few weeks studying a Mishnah, one brief paragraph from Pirkei Avot. And so we turn to the back of Sim Shalom on page 258, or we turn to the back of Lev Shalem to page 236. So it is traditional at this point in the service to have study from rabbinic literature. The tradition is to study a selection from the tractate Shabbat, dealing with what you're allowed to use to light the lights for Shabbat candles. In a day when not everybody had candles, but what kind of fuel can you use to make a candle? But to be a little bit more spiritual, our Siddur offers other sources for study and also Pirkei Avot. So with the sense of wanting to be more spiritual, we get to number 5, chapter 1, number 5, at the top of 236 in Lev Shalem, or 258 in Sim Shalom. You'll see how exactly spiritual this statement is. Where the Pirkei Avot introduces us to the chronology of rabbis. We were introduced last week to a pair, Yossi ben Yoezer and Yossi ben Yochanan. So we had Yossi ben Yoezer's statement last week, and this is Yossi ben Yochanan's statement. He was from Jerusalem, and he taught, Yehi veitcha patuach larevacha, open wide the doors of your home. That's how our English translation has it, open wide. Patuach larevacha means it's wide open. V'hiyu aniyim b'nei veitecha, and let poor people be members of your household. That is, welcome poor people in. The ancient idea of hachnasat orchim, welcome to hospitality, would be, you would include the poor in the community in this idea. So far so good. Your house should be wide open to include even the poor in the community, so that you feed them as well. But then there's this, va'al tarbeh simcha im ha'isha, and don't spend too much time talking with your wife. So I laugh about this as a man, and I shouldn't be laughing about that. But there's and then it goes on parenthetically in this statement. Be'ishto amru, they were talking about his wife. Kal v'chomer be'eshet chavero, how much more? So this is a woman you know, this is your wife. You're not supposed to engage in small talk, as the English translation has it. How much more so you shouldn't engage in small talk with your friend's wife, a woman who is you're not intimate with. Mikan amru chachamim, from here the sages said, kol zman she'adam arbeh simcha im ha'isha, every time a man spends too much time engaging in small talk with his wife, gorem ra'al atzmo, he causes evil to him, he causes harm to himself, uvotel midivrei Torah, and he will neglect the study of Torah, v'sofo yoresh gehinom, and in the end he'll inherit Gehinom, which is the netherworld. It's the opposite of where we all want to be. When we pass away, our souls go up to heaven. Gehinom is down below. So this is one statement out of the entire Pirkei Avot, which is anti-woman. And the commentary on this in Lev Shalem says, praise be the Holy One. This is on the left on 236. Praise be the Holy One who has enabled us to live at this time when the conversation of Torah is conducted with voices of men and women, all created in God's image, true partners in building the world and in sharing in its dialogical possibilities. Generations of women passed on the work of opening the gates of homes to one another and to their children, women whose names have not been remembered, yet their teachings have been established the welcoming homes in which our nation dwells today. So yes, of course, we all agree. And in an age when women were second-class citizens, you can understand this idea of Pirkei Avot, that you don't want to waste any of your time, and you want to spend as much time as possible on lofty matters. And so that's how we would interpret this today. For the rabbis, 1800, 2000 years ago, women were seen as people you would be wasting your time with. Today, obviously, that's not the case. And we interpret this better as don't waste your time on idle matters. spend your time in as much spiritual pursuits as possible. So we turn back to, in Lev Shalem, we turn back to page 38 for Kaddish D'Rabbanan. In Sim Shalom, we turn back to, I think it's 27. Yes, page 27. So mourners and those observing Yartzeit rise for the special Rabbi's Kaddish. Again, 27 in Sim Shalom, 38 in Lev Shalem. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachonu v'yomechonu v'chayedachol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman karivim ru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ol me'ol maya, Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Eila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Al Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Tamidehon, v'al kol Tamidehon, v'al kol man de'oskin be'oraita, di v'yatra hadein v'di v'chol atar v'atar. Yehei lahon ulachon shlama rabba, china v'chista v'rachamin, v'chayin arichin v'mezona revicha, ufor kanamin kadam avuhon di v'shmaya v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav u'brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We all rise for Baruch Hu on the next page. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch Adonai Macholam sheberov morivarim v'chachma b'tev shavim. Umavir yom umevi laila, mavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hamari v'aravim, ahavat olam Beit Yisrael, amcha havta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shachveinu v'kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed, ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negeh yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. V'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu li'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kol Olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha, ve'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chetavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha. We continue silently in Sim Shalom through page 31, in Lev Shalem, page 42. Adonai Elohechem emet ve'emunah kol zot. Umalchuto beratzon kiblu aleihem. Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael achanu shira besimcha rabba v'yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh nora tehilot osefele malchutecha ra'u vanecha Bokeh Yam Lifnei Moshe, Zeli Anu V'Yamru, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Va'ed, V'nemar Kifad Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalo Miyad Chazak Mimenu, Baruch Ata Adonai, Kal Yisrael. Page 33 in Sim Shalom, 45 in Lev Shalem. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace, Baruch Atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor tzeiteinu voeinu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha Baruch Atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise for Vishamru on the next page. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olam Me'omaya Yitbarach V'ishtabach V'par V'trumam V'itnaseh V'ithadar V'italev V'talal Shemei Dekudesha Berichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Ta'amiran B'alma V'meru. Amen. We read the Amida silently in the Shabbat Sim Shalom, pages 35 to 38, in Lev Shalem 47 to 52. As we conclude our private prayers, we continue with Vayachulu, 47 in the Sim Shalom, 53 in Lev Shalem. Vayachulu Hashemayim va'aretz v'chol tzvam, vayachal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, vayivarach Elohim et yom hashvi'i vaykadesh oto, kivo shavad mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Anora El Elyon Konei Shamayim v'Aretz Magen Avot Bidvaro Mechaye Meitim B'Mamaro Ha'el HaKadosh she'ein kamohu Hameniach le'amo B'yom Shabbat kodsho Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem Lefanav navod b'yirav v'fachad v'nodeh lishmo B'chol yom tamid Me'on habrachot El hahodaot Adon hashalom Mekadesh hashabat Umevarech shevi Umeniach b'kedusha Le'amedu shnei oneg Zecher lemasei Lamase Bereshit. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Ritzei v'Mnuchatenu Kadshenu v'Mitzvotecha v'Tein Chalkeinu v'Toratecha Sabeinu mituvecha v'Samcheinu b'Shuatecha v'Taher libeinu l'Avdecha be'emet v'Hanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu b'Yava v'Ratzon Shabbat Kodshecha v'Yanuchu v'Yisrael Mekadeshei Shemecha Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat Yitkara v'Yikadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach Yivutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael B'agalav v'zman kariv v'imaru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach Le'olam lo me'omaya yipa. Yiparach v'yishabach v'yipar v'yitamam v'yinaseh v'yidhadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu. Le'elam miko birchata v'shirata tishbachata v'nechamata tamiran b'yalma v'imaru. Amen. Tikabel sohan v'adhon d'cho Yisrael kadam avahon divishmaya v'imaru. Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemai B'Chaim Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Yimaru. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mromav V'Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Yimaru. Amen. I asked Al Kleiman to lead us in Kiddush. So Al, you have to unmute yourself. Press the unmute button there on your screen. Kiddush is on page 49 in Sim Shalom. Page 55 in Lev Shalem. You got it, Al.
I'm muted. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho v'yahava uvratam hinkilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reishit ki hu yom tachila l'mikra'ei kodesh Zecher Litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu Vachata Vyotanu Kidashta Mikal Hamim Shabbat Kadshacha Yahava Uvraton In Haltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher Koach Al, thank you very much for leading us in Kiddush. We continue with Aleinu, page 51 in Sim Shalom, 56 in Lev Shalem. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol late kedula leotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot velo samanu kemishpachot adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Noteh Shavuos Haaretz Alkeinu Kabel Chan Eloheinu Ki המלכות שלך היא עולם יתמלך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. Mourner's Kaddish, Yitgadal v'Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach Hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayedechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala v'zman kariv imru amen, Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ol me'omaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mromav V'Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Before we conclude the service, just a couple quick announcements. Service is tomorrow morning at 9:30. Shabbat's over at 5:28. So we'll have evening service and Havdalah at 5:30 tomorrow evening. Sunday morning, we have Minyan as usual at 8:45, but then my classes will be canceled, are canceled, so that people can attend the Hanukkah workshop led by master Jewish storyteller Renee Brackfeld. So that should be a fun program. And then if you're coming by the shul to pick up your Hanukkah gift bag, that's between 12 and 3 on Sunday. Lots of Hanukkah programming happening, which you'll see every night of Hanukkah. We'll be lighting the candles. Most nights it's at 5:30, except for next Friday night because of Shabbat. The candle lighting is before Shabbat starts. So candle lighting next Friday will be at 4:25. The links will go out this week. You'll see it in the Shabbat sheet for how we can access all of our community candle lighting. The fourth night of Hanukkah, which is Sunday the 13th, and then the 8th night of Hanukkah, on the Thursday night, the 17th, our programs, our shul programs. You'll see that for the 8th night of Hanukkah, that we are limited to do this outdoor program to 31 cars. So the information is coming out about that. We'll have a big Hanukkah menorah that High Grossberg is building, and that will be lighting outside the synagogue on the last night of Hanukkah, and we'll have a program there. And then there's also Char Bar. If you want to order meals from Char Bar, they'll be available for pickup after the Hanukkah lighting on the last night of Hanukkah. So everything else is in the Shabbat sheet. And we conclude with Yigdal, page 62 in Lev Shalem, 53 in Sim Shalom. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza v'yenei tel metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ve'eino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon v'yen reshit l'reshito hino adon olam v'chol notzar yoreg gedulato malchuto shefa nevuato netano elan shesegulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od naviu mabit et emunato Torah menatan le'amoel al yanevi'o neman beito lo yachalifael ve'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofev yodea setarenu mabi l'sof davar bekadmato gomer le'ish chesed kemifalo Noten l'rasha ra kerishato yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu lifto mechake ketz yeshuato metim yechayel berov chasto baruch adei ad shem tehilato metim yechayel berov chasto baruch adei ad shem Tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. You can unmute yourselves if you wish. It's great to see a full screen of people tonight.
Shabbat Shalom, all. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Peace to you,
everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
See everybody Sunday.
Or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
We'll be at Share to Phyllis Sunday, 12 to 3.
Yep, I'll be there too.
Yeah.
Great.
Helping to hand out the bags.
See you then.
All right, folks.
Have a good night, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.